What's going on, Flicks Talkers? Welcome back to another movie review. I just got out of the theater watching Free Guy, and I'm here to speak my mind and my thoughts. But before I do, if you guys do want to support the channel, make sure to hit that big thumbs up to like the video. It's the best way to spread these videos out to those that aren't subscribed. And if you yourself aren't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe and bell notification down below to always get notified about future videos like this. Alright, so this was a film that's been in development for such a long time, but because of the current climate of the world, it did get pushed back literally a year. This movie was supposed to come out in July of 2020, so I won't lie. Earlier last year, when we first initially saw the trailer for Free Guy, I was not really knowing what to expect, if I'm being completely honest, because to me it was such out of the realm of a Ryan Reynolds type of movie, though I knew we were going to get the type of humor from Ryan Reynolds that I'm immediately just kind of in when it comes to his movies. I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. I do absolutely love Ryan Reynolds, so I may be a little impartial and biased when I'm kind of giving my thoughts and my love for Mr. Deadpool himself. Now that we have a solid August 2021 date, I think it's awesome that the studios are really pumping the marketing. I'm sure a lot of that is exhausting, is tiring, especially having to cross your fingers and make sure that a movie like this does well, especially those that probably forgot about it after a year or so, like myself. But when tickets went on sale, I was there day one because I was like, hit or miss. I was gonna go into this kind of with an open mind. It's more geared towards gamers, I will say, and immediately in our opening scene and our explanation for this world building with Mr. Guy himself, Ryan Reynolds, in it, I was like, checked in. I knew exactly what type of movie this was gonna be. I knew who it was gonna be for, and by the end of it, I knew who would probably like it overall. Now, just a big heads up, whatever I talk, my thoughts out here will be completely spoiler free. I am gonna be alluding to only things that you will be seeing in the trailer, so if you guys have not seen the trailer and just kind of accidentally clicked on this, I urge you to click the official trailer down in the description below to watch that first before you watch my review on this, because I may be hinting at some things in the trailer, but no spoilers once again. So the long skinny of it is we are introduced to Free City, and it's like a Fortnite GTA type of world. That's the only thing I can really compare it to, because I don't play games currently. I mean, I grew up on a lot of retro games in the 90s, and that kind of jumps ahead to me not being the perfect demographic for a film like this. And it is portrayed as an extremely violent world where you're just walking around, you have objectives and missions to accomplish, and you gain money and you gain different equipment and weaponry, and it really sets the scape of a world, so to speak, that made people like me totally get why people like that jump online for hours at a time and explore these mystic worlds. Now, within Free City, we get our introduction to Guy, played by Ryan Reynolds, and man, he is such a breath of fresh air whenever I see him on screen, because you never really know what you're gonna get. People always like to say, and I could agree to some point of this being said, is that after Deadpool, every other Ryan Reynolds movie was a spitting image to the Deadpool character. Now, once again, I can agree to some point of that. I think he's a very sarcastic guy. I think he has a very certain type of humor, but I think at the end of this film, you will agree that he kind of does break the Ryan Reynolds mold from time to time. So Guy is sick of his mundane life in Free City, meaning that he wakes up, he says hi to his goldfish, he puts on his blue shirt, and he goes to the bank, which always gets robbed. It's one of the objectives and the mission in the game. So he's just used to it from day in, day out. Every day is a Monday, every day they're getting robbed. But on this particular Monday, he has a spark that just kind of ignites, and something inside says, hey, I'm not gonna be kicked around anymore. Now, I'm not gonna let you guys know how he achieves not being an NPC, a non-playable character, but when you see it, holy crap, it is such a fun world. I can only really compare this to like a Ready Player One or even like an Alita Battle Angel, where things look very just colorful, CGI-ish, and like you're walking in a video game. That's it. That's what they were trying to replicate, and they nailed it perfectly. And with that, you're flashing from an actual screen where we get to see our players playing as their avatars, but also what it looks like from Guy's perspective in the game, which is more flesh tone in real world life. Now, all the gamer humor and all that stuff was so much fun along the way. We actually even got to see real life Twitch streamers and YouTubers along the way, so that's always really cool. I don't know all of them off head, but I definitely saw a couple that I recognize, and that's always fun, and it adds to the authenticity of a movie like this. And I won't lie, guys, by the end of this movie, it really made me want to go home, grab my controller, and start playing some games. So not only do we get Guy trying to break the mold of an NPC, but he's also trying to influence his NPC friends along the way. And there's also a subplot in there with the real world characters of Jodie Comer and Joe Keery that had me very engaged as well, because it seemed very plausible. It seemed like a good little twist into something that I was not expecting. I thought we were going to be following the world of Ryan Reynolds as Guy, but there had to be a little more to this, right? There had to be a little more explanation, evolution to the Guy character, and I absolutely got that, and I bought it. I'm not a nerd, I'm not a gamer, I don't try to pretend to understand what the hell they were talking about with all of this computer and technical talk, but I had fun with all the razzle dazzle. Now, not only the Twitch streamers and YouTubers along the way, there is a special cameo in the middle of this movie when they're trying to go after a certain objective that had me dying hysterically. The whole theater was laughing, was clapping. This person that does show up really puts on a good scene in the movie. Now, I can't only talk about Guy being a star, but Lil Rel Howery as Buddy, as Guy's buddy in the film was damn addictive. Man, he was someone that really grew on me, because at first he was a little annoying. I won't lie, he was a little annoying with such an upbeat manner. And I know Guy is supposed to be upbeat, and all the NPCs are just supposed to be there and programmed to be just kind of happy and just being kicked around. But once again, by the end of the movie, he grew on me, and I really liked his interaction and insertion into this movie and Guy's life. And it's no real surprise, guys, you do see him in the trailer. We get an awesome role from Mr. Taika Waititi himself as Antoine, someone that runs a company I believe called Tsunami. And man, this guy is the epitome of a walking douchebag. But you can't have the good without some of the bad guys, so one of my most unlikable characters, Utkarsh Ambudkar as Mouser. Now, this was someone that was supposed to be a colleague, a friend to Joe Keery, and he just came off more annoying to me. A lot of the lingo just seemed very, very cringe and dated, and I just was not liking this guy, even at the end of the movie. Now, I gotta talk about this film's score because it's a character in itself. This score is fantastic, and I know you guys hear it in the trailer, Mariah Carey's Fantasy. Man, nostalgic memories, and it was so beautifully played the way this version was played in the movie, because you hear it a couple of times. I love when they do modern takes or remixes of classics, and all of this added to the characteristics of Guy, our leading guy in the movie. No pun, sorry. And when we do get our final explanation, all tied up with a nice bow about how Guy is able to think outside the screen, so to speak, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. I thought it was real, because once again, no spoilers, there have been articles of things like this happening in real life. That's all I'm gonna say. So all in all, I had an absolute gun-toting blast with Free Guy, and for that, I'm gonna give this film a solid 4.5 out of 5, saying it's one of my favorite movies this year. It's one of my favorite movies this summer, and I'm definitely adding it to my collection, and I think you guys should watch this in theaters this summer. All right, Flix Talkers, what did you guys think of my review? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did appreciate it, please let me know by giving me a big thumbs up. It always does help the channel, and it does spread these videos out to those that aren't subscribed. And if you yourself aren't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe and bell notification today to always get alerted about future videos like this. And when you guys finally see Free Guy, let me know what you also thought of the movie overall down in the comments below once again. All right, guys, till next video, I'm gone. Peace.